what was your favorite part about our trip?
So my question is, nabitin ka ba? Or was it enough? How often should we do this in a year?
You know, God wants husband and wives to also enjoy their marriage. How to do that? Hi everyone! Our HK trip was such an eye-opener for Doug and I. I found out and discovered some things about Doug that I didn't think about.
And for me, when we were doing our trip, we were there for a quick 3 days.
Yes.
And mind you guys, this is the first date trip out of the country for Chex and I. We've been together for 20 years.
20 years, yeah, but
Together.
we've been married for almost 15
And
years.
15 years married. And this is our first trip without friends, without family, without anything, na kaming dalawa lang.
Yeah.
And my first reaction after everything, it's like, why haven't we done this before? Why
Well-
did we have to wait for such a long time na tayong dalawa?
Well, there are many reasons why, and you guys will find out why.
Yeah.
All right, so, honey, my first question is, what was your favorite part about our trip?
Okay, so I think my favorite part is just the fact that it was just you and me. I think our vacations, our travels are always complete with the kids. A lot of the times we bring our extended family, sometimes we have to bring our assistants, our videographer, and sometimes we have to bring our friends. Pero it's just the fact that it was just your face the whole day. Seeing that parang reminded me of the times that it was just you and me when we were boyfriend and girlfriend. The responsibilities when you're husband and wife can become very overwhelming sometimes, that we tend to focus on family more, that we forget that we need that alone time together also. And that was my favorite part of the trip.
That's a nice overlook of how you like the trip.
Ikaw.
Well, for me, what I liked about the trip is, you know, when we're here in Manila, I always tell you, honey, let's be spontaneous. Because Doug, he's like a military guy. He likes to plan things. Always plan.
True.
You can't pull him out of the house para lang umalis kayo. That doesn't happen, okay? So, in HK, when you were there, we didn't have any plans.
So what's our agenda today, honey?
We have no agenda. So, we had to research kung saan kami pupunta,
Saan tayo
kung saan kami
pupunta?
kakain, kung
Yeah.
anong gagawin namin.
Yeah.
So, that was such an adventure for me. It was a breath of fresh air. Out of all the planning, this time, we don't have to plan anything and we can just figure things
Yeah.
out right there and then.
Yeah.
And
Kasi
so, I like that.
We're always with an itinerary, di ba? Day one,
Yeah,
di ba?
so it was really nice. It was refreshing.
Yes.
So, okay, what did you learn naman about me in this trip? And I will tell you what I learned about you in this trip.
I learned that you're very flexible pala.
Ah,
Yeah. So, in terms of whatever goes, goes. So, it's true. You're really more spontaneous than me. Parang you're really game, you're very flexible. Doesn't matter, you weren't stressful to be with. So, that's what I learned about you. You're not so stressful to be with, kahit tayong dalawa lang.
yeah, you know why kasi, guys, whenever we go on trips, it's really Doug who does all the planning. And usually, really, I don't do much. I really leave everything to him. So, I think, medyo na iba yung trip namin ngayon kasi parang, of course, I had to help him. We didn't have anybody else with us.
Yeah.
So, I had to be proactive in planning with him, even if it was spontaneous.
Yeah.
And I also had to make sure na it would be a fun vacation for Doug and I. So, I really wanted to help him out.
I learned another thing from you.
Oh, what?
You get so tired easily.
Yeah.
My golly, I mean, that's the biggest difference when we were early in our marriage and then in boyfriend girlfriend. My golly, there was a point during our third day that, wait lang, hun, I'm nahihilo. Kasi we were Hong Kong, has a lot of walking, right? I'm nahihilo. I go, okay, what do you want to do? Let's buy like electrolyte or something. Alam mo, umuwi kami sa hotel, natulog siya mga 1 hour.
Yeah, well-
Lola hits. Imagine mo, you're just walking in the street and then, honey, hold my hands. Nahihilo ako. And then while we're walking home, nakaganyan siya.
You know why? We came from a shoot. Okay, from our shoot, we went straight to the airport, and I really, really need sleep.
Okay.
And I really need rest. In fact, I don't like traveling like hours and hours and hours, and then after it goes straight out. I really tell Doug, honey, you have to give me 1 day of sleep and rest. Because, you know, that's just the way I am. I really treasure my sleep and my rest. But if there's also
If
one...
not, mahihilo siya.
Mahihilo ako. Ganun talaga, guys.
Ay,
Wait
golly.
lang. What I discovered naman about you
Oh.
in this trip is that you can be spontaneous pala.
It's a headache. I don't like it.
Ayun
I
naman.
tried.
Yeah, but
I don't think I can do the no plans, the no itinerary.
you did a good job.
It's so stressful for
you did a
me.
good job. And that's why wherever you would say, oh, let's eat here, or let's do this, or let's do that, I go along naman with you, diba? So para hindi ka ma-stress, because I know that you're not used to that kind of day.
Yeah.
And then what I also discovered from you is that, oh my goodness, you still have the fun in you.
Really? Yeah, we're the same.
Yeah.
We're the same. If you guys watch our HK vlog, may gali, ang dami naming tawanan. And mind you, those are just the captured versions. Iba pa yung mga behind the scenes na hindi kami naka-on ng phone, ng camera.
Yeah.
Tawa kami ng tawa, di ba? And no conflicts, di ba? We were gonna ask each other, was there any conflict during this time na it's just you and me?
No, we didn't have any conflicts. I think we really wanted to enjoy this moment. And you know what, honey? In fact, I think nga in a relationship, of course we have disagreements, but I think we're always there to make sure that we agree, and that we always make sure that we preserve the harmony of our relationship, of our marriage, diba?
Now, our trip in Hong Kong was limited to 2.5 days.
Yeah.
Just 3 days. So my question is, nabitin ka ba? Or was it enough?
For now, I of course I want more
More.
time with you. But at the same time, for our first time, I think it was just right and
Just
enough. Because, you know, we have that attachment also to our children, eh.
Super.
And
We kept calling them.
yeah, and then, you know, whenever we'd have like a fun time, or whenever we'd go somewhere, we always think of the kids. We always think that, oh, you know, they're gonna like this place, or they're gonna enjoy this.
Super. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I think our kids are also at that age na talaga na-enjoy na natin.
Yeah.
Hindi na sila alagain eh.
Tama.
You know, they can take care of themselves, and, you know, pwede na namin silang dalhin kung saan-saan. So, I think for our first out of the country
15
trip
years.
as a married couple,
Yeah.
I think, you know, it was just tama lang.
Yeah, I think it was perfect. But at the same time, parang,
Maybe next time, you know, what we can do in our trip is not naman diretso from work. Kasi pagod na pagod ako. You know, guys, we got to the hotel, siguro mga,
midnight.
midnight.
But for me naman, what I see about that is we could have chosen to let's just relax na lang here in Manila, here at home for the next few days. But parang that just speaks of our intentionality of wanting to have that quality alone time that we discovered more valuable pa in Hong Kong. If the kids are gonna watch this video, diba, we're gonna think, oh my gosh, daddy and mommy likes it without us. No, diba?
Of course not. But then mommy and daddy also need their time together.
Yeah.
So, of course, we value vacations with the children and everything. And you can see that it's evident because all of our vacations are with them. But then I also realized that, you know, it's so refreshing to have that time, just you and me. And it actually brought back memories of when you were boyfriend and girlfriend, and you would enjoy each other's time. But you know what, I think, honey, because when you're in boyfriend and girlfriend, you're also very young and kind of immature. Now that we're more mature, I think we're more giving also with each other.
Yeah.
We're more
flexible talaga.
We're more flexible. We're more giving. At the same time, we are more intentional in making sure na I want my partner to enjoy. So more selfless.
Yes.
Diba?
Siguro the next question that we need to ask each other is, how often should we do this in a year? What's realistic?
I think number one, what's realistic with our budget.
If I were to put a number, Kasi this is our first time in 15 years. I don't want naman that the next time we go out of the country is in the next 15 years. So
Oo,
for me,
mas lola
if
na
I were
ako
to
nun.
put if I were to put a number, at least once a year.
I
At
was
least once.
thinking more.
Realistic nga kasi we haven't done this in 15 years. So right now I'm saying at least once a year.
Kasi when I think naman of our time as a couple, it doesn't have to be flying out of the country. I think also of maybe a quick drive out of town,
Yeah.
diba? Or a quick flight somewhere here in the Philippines that we can both enjoy. So that's the concept in my mind, in my head. But then I'm also very thankful because you're very intentional in really inviting me to go out of the country. And I think the valuable thing that I've learned here is that it doesn't matter where you really are, whether you're at home or whether you decide to go out, have dinner out or lunch out, as long as you put that time and effort and invest in that relationship as husband and wife, because God wants husband and wives to also enjoy their marriage, enjoy the company. And how to do that? It takes two to do that, right? It takes two intentional, proactive couples to really work on that marriage.
Yes, and to all our married couples there that are watching us, we saw all of your comments in our HK vlog, tagging your husbands, tagging your wives. Let's do this naman. And that's why we did this Family Matters vlog about our reflections on our trip. Kasi if you guys haven't done that, we really suggest take time and do a road trip with just you and your wife. You guys will enjoy your
Kahit
time
one day
together.
lang, di ba?
Yeah, iba talaga when you are so occupied with all that you have to do at home that you forget that one of you, husband and wife, are already craving for that alone time. So that's been the most valuable lesson that I wanted to impart to everyone is take time and plan with your husband or with your wife your next out-of-town trip, just the both of you.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yes, so watch out for our next vlog. Next week, we will be talking about why we need to date more often.
Yeah, and put it in our habit as husband and wife,
I
diba?
like that, yes. Thanks for watching our Hong Kong day trip reflection vlog. If you guys have any suggestions or comments about where are the drivable places around the Philippines that you guys enjoy, certain resorts, hotels, we would love to read your comments as well. So thank you for watching, guys.